Get some skin in the game. I always remember you can't win if you don't play. And don't let that go over your head. Hey, look, man, this is the Vibes Blvd Podcast, episode 16. Let's get into it.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy First D. It's called In the Den with First D. You in the den with First D.
We on site at the Grand in Monroe, Georgia.
Good job, man.
Yeah, man, we live right now.
I'm a real deal student of the game.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Right now, you are locked into the Vibes Blvd Podcast. This is episode 16. And, after 16, then you start to feel like this shit riding a bike. It starts to feel pretty smooth, pretty easy. We got a few things that we're going to cover on this episode, so I'm not going to hold things up very long. First, I want to say anybody that's tapped in right now, you sat through whatever ads played at the beginning. You made it to this point, still at the beginning. I appreciate you for tapping in. Round of applause for yourself. And if this is your first time tapping in, hey man, I hope you hear something. If you're watching video version, I hope you see something, hear something that make you come back, make you be a repeat listener, repeat viewer. I like to think I have a lot of fun here. You know, I don't do not too many antics. You're not gonna see too many wild things on camera. But as far as conversation, not too much is left undiscussed. So yeah, welcome. If you're a first time viewer, welcome. Hope you become a returning viewer. Subscribe. A round of applause for you. And yeah, man. Episode 16, hosted by the one and only First D. Yeah, man. We're going to go and get into it. Let's drop a few bombs. Alright, let's not waste any time. So, if you're looking at the video version of the podcast, and even if you're not, pull out your phones, your laptops, whatever device you use to tap into the World Wide Web and visit shimmerwood.com. That's shimmerwood.com. We're going to drop a bomb real quick before we get into shimmerwood.com. Yeah, man, go visit shimmerwood.com, man. Pick up some of their CBD-infused seltzers. That's right, CBD-infused seltzers. Round of applause. Round of applause for that. They got a variety of flavors. And these seltzers are, when I tell you they're top tier, they are top tier. They're 100% vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO, no sugar added, no alcohol, absolutely no alcohol. So just because it's a seltzer doesn't mean it's alcohol in it. No alcohol. It's locally sourced. They produce this in Maine, right here in the States, not being shipped from overseas. Yeah, man, this is made with broad spectrum CBD. It's not cut. It's not like the other guys that used a less than robust version of the CBD. And check this out. It's crafted with the shrubs and the bitters that you'd find in a cocktail. There's no alcohol, like I said, but it's built like a cocktail, not a canned beverage. So it's not like you're not getting this. Don't think of this as one of those malt drinks that they're gonna have your head hurting or your stomach hurting out. Nah, man, it's like this is the real deal, man. And we're going to drop another bomb for that, man. Shimmerwood.com, shimmerwood.com, shimmerwood.com. So check this out. Head over to shimmerwood.com. You make a purchase. Try out. Just try it out, man. Get you the sample pack of their CBD-infused seltzers. And at checkout, use my code VBPOD to get 30% off your entire purchase. That's right. Use my promo code VBPOD at checkout over at shimmerwood.com to get 30% off your entire purchase. Try it out, man. And you get that on me just for being a loyal listener of the Vibes Blvd Podcast. Bonds for yourself. Round of applause, all that shit. All that. Shamood.com, man. Get some of those CBD infused seltzers. Like I said, they got a variety of flavors. Head on over there, check it out for yourself. You know, you won't be disappointed. And like I said, using my promo code VBPOD, you're going to get 30% off your entire purchase, no matter how many of them you decide to get. You get 30% off. So yeah, man, we're gonna do a major round of applause for that, man. Major, a big one. Yeah, man. If you rock with me, man, you know I ain't gonna steer you wrong, man. I ain't gonna steer you wrong, man. Head on over. So anyway, we're about to go ahead and get into the show, man. Like I said, it's a few things to talk about. I haven't been dropping the episodes as frequently as I was when I first kicked the podcast off. I really went so hard because I wanted to get in that groove and get everything solidified. And then I knew I was gonna kind of settle into a more relaxed schedule. But anywho, there's some things to catch up on. Like most of these things I talk about, I'm sure y'all done heard about it many times over. But yeah, man, we gonna talk about it. Some of these things we're not gonna really just linger on. We're gonna touch on it real fast, mention it. I'll give my opinion on it, say a few things, and we're gonna move on, man. We ain't gonna stay held up too long on it. So right now, we're gonna go ahead and get into what everybody have been waiting on. Diddy sentencing, bombs, man, bombs. So Diddy was sentenced the other day, and a lot of people, online in the social media streets, man, you seen and heard so many opinions. People thought he was gonna walk. People thought he was gonna get the book thrown at him, get the maximum. People thought he might do some probation time. It was all types of things. Diddy was sentenced to 50 months in federal prison. 50 months in federal prison. Good gracious alive. I mean, if you one of them guys in and out of jail, doing 5-6 years here, 10 years here, 15, whatever, you might not think that's much of a thing. But to a motherfucker that ain't, like, to a non-jailbird, man, 50 months? Nigga, what? So that's a little over 4 years. He been in there 13, 14 months already. So the time he's been in there, they giving him that time served. So he's doing the 50 months. So you're not subtracting what he did from the 50. He was sentenced to, I guess, 60-something months, and that's being included. So he got 50 left. So you may or may not know, in the way federal prison works, you're gonna do 85% of your time. So you got that going on. So for example, if you have in federal prison, if you got 100 days in that motherfucker, you gon', if nothing happened, no incidents, everything, you keep your head low, you gonna get out of that bitch in 85 days. So you're doing 85% of the time. So apparently there's also programs and other things like that, like some sort of drug rehabilitation program that are not, like, I think, like 6 months off the time and all that. And it's several things in the federal prison system that you can be a part of that can work on that time. So this image that I got up on the screen is one of the court sketches. They say, so I seen several sketches, man. You see, Diddy must have been nothing up when they gave him that time. He was all on the floor, on his knees, head in the chair crying, and you can see him right here. He got his face like some napkin or tissue or something, wiping his eyes. Yeah, man. I mean, they say he had booked some sort of speaking engagement in Miami. I don't know how true it is, but they definitely brought it up in court. So this is a man that thought he was about to be up out that motherfucker. He already done did all this time, and he didn't get a bond when he got found not guilty of those other crimes, and he got found guilty of the Mann Act. He didn't get a bond. So everybody, a lot of people thought he was gonna walk. I'm sure he thought he was gonna walk. He was like, man, we got this in the bag. We already know what's going on. Well, they had news for Diddy. 50 months, my boy. So a more recent update in this whole situation. Apparently, his legal team had put out a prison that they preferred him to be sent to. I think is Dick's Federal Penitentiary, which, if you think about the name and what Diddy, what all the stuff that came out during the trial in the first place, like Dick's Federal Penitentiary. Okay, but apparently Dick's Federal Penitentiary has they got a strong drug rehabilitation program there, and it's also it's minimum security, and so they trying to get him sent somewhere that's lightweight, you know, not tough. You ain't got too many hard timers in that motherfucker. You ain't got too many people that probably lost hope, that don't give a fuck about life, that's willing to do anything, you know. But apparently the judge denied that request, and so I guess it's back to the drawing board with that. Like, you know, with that, the judge was saying something along the lines of agreeing with the fact that, yeah, he needed to be sent somewhere that has that type of program and whatnot. But I don't know, man. It seemed like for a minute Diddy was coming out on top when it came to this. And I guess, see, when it comes to these trials, the jury, that's the people. And honestly, in this case, we probably seen a situation where the jury actually represented the thoughts of most of the general public. You know, most people definitely felt like that trial didn't prove what he was sitting up there being accused of. So, you know, at this point, that's neither here nor there. But I say that to say, like, when it comes to the judges and other arms of the justice system, when they can't, when it goes beyond them, like when they can't get it how they want to get it, they're gonna find other ways to make sure they still get it how they want to get it. And I think that could be possibly what we're seeing here. Like, shit, they probably wanted, like, and we get they motherfucker beat us, man. We couldn't give him all that time, man. Fuck, man, we thought we were gonna hang his ass. We gonna hang his on the charges, man. But look though, when he go to jail, we gonna get him still. But yeah, like I said, man, I think that's what we see is happening here. Man. Shit crazy, but it is what it is, you know. What they say, do the crime, do the time. Something or another along those lines. So, man, this next thing I'm about to get into, man, what the hell's been going on, man? Who got social media? Who don't have social media? If you listen to me right now, you more than likely have social media. But man, this AI shit is getting out of fucking control, and this coming from a person that is with. I'm with all the technology. I'm with all the new developments. All the you know what I'm saying. I'm with it. I just don't think I foreseen this when I thought about the AI shit. Like, I knew when they first let it be known that these different these AI platforms could generate videos, that we, you know, at that time I knew that it was a chance that different things could be done, you know, deep fakes and shit like that. I didn't think it would, first of all, I didn't think it would be to a point to where it's looking so realistic and it's happening so fast. Like, what was it, like a year and a half ago? The videos weren't all that great, and then we got shit that honestly, you looking at it, I gotta stop scrolling, just look at that motherfucker like, is this shit real? Like, did that bear really just jump through these folks' kitchen window? Or like, did that baby really just go feed a fucking alligator? Like, that shit looks so real. And that shit's scary, man. Like, I could definitely see the powers that be utilizing technology like that. And always keep in mind the technology that we have access to has nothing on the shit that that we don't have access to, the shit that they really got in the tuck that they've been using for. They probably see this shit right here. They probably been using this shit for years. Oh man, niggas probably been getting framed for years. These videos look so real. I mean, if you pay attention, like, they're gonna have a little watermark on it many times. I'm sure the motherfucker, the person that's using it don't have the pro version of the AI. But like I said, think about these powers that be. Different entities. I'm not even just saying government, man, but just like these motherfuckers that got access to billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars, like these, the big boys. Man, can you imagine? Like, sometimes we think about some of these folk that don't say that they've been framed, but now we got the video. We seen you on camera do it. Like, we seen you do it. Who? Man, this AI shit so crazy. Like, you got to start to question everything. And it's like, shit, the old saying used to be, believe half what you see, none of what you hear. Shit like that. So we still gonna keep it on believe none of what you hear, but to the max, because the AI, you know, before we had the video wave, it was the audio wave. So, you know, they've been got that they've been showing us that they can do that. But shit, now you can't even believe half. Like, nah. Like, this shit is crazy, and at some point, the AI shit gonna get to the point where it's releasing short films. It's gonna get to the point where it's releasing whole television series. It's gonna get to the point where that shit they creating feature-length films. A motherfucker could literally be at home alone and make a full feature-length film that has is good quality, you know. And I'm not saying that for the person that just wants to that wants to be that film creator, it's a bad thing. But what I'm saying is, it says a lot about us as humans. Like, I mean, it didn't start with AI. You know, we all in our kitchens, we all got microwaves, right? And it's the whole fact of instant gratification. Like, instead of just learning how to do it, you know, the AI is allowing that short, like, you know, don't worry about that puny human. My brain is bigger than yours. I'll do the task for you. You just claim the work. And like I said, you know, for someone that just strictly wants to make something, I think it's a very, very useful tool. For the artistic creator, you know, for somebody that has spent countless hours, you know, weeks, months, years of their life learning a craft, you know, I'm sure, and I can say this from firsthand, from my, you know, my own experience, or from my own personal thoughts about it. That, yeah, it feels it's weird. I mean, you know, having to adapt. I got to a point where I eventually started to utilize AI when I make designs. Like, I wouldn't let it just completely spit it out for me. I add my touch to it. I use the AI to get me started. But I mean, you know, even that is you know, it could be looked at as not really being the creator. So I mean, it's a lot of ways to look at, a lot of different ways to look at it. And I mean, so when it comes to TV shows, movies, and shit like that, see, a person like me, and I'm sure many others, it's not just the fact that, okay, when you look at it, oh man, this is great. I'm thinking about all the man hours that went into putting this film project together. I'm thinking about, you know, all the behind the scenes shit that you don't see, all the different moving parts that they got to work in perfect symphony in order to bring this masterpiece together. And so when you look at these shows and these movies, whether you like them or not, it's a lot of soul in it. It's you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of soul that's putting this thing together. Blood, sweat, and tears, all that. So when you look at, let's say you got a feature-length film that's created by AI. It don't have soul. It's just like something just put together. You ain't got the behind-the-scenes people. You ain't got the light man, the cameraman, the boom mic man. You ain't got the background people. You don't have the main stars that had to sit there and learn these lines and do these scenes over and over again. It's just something a computer-generated thing that's, yeah, it might, and I'm sure when they get to that point where they're making it, it's gonna look good. But it's like for the writers that spent their whole life perfecting their craft, that write these amazing scripts, and for the guy that all he cared about is trying to be the best cameraman he can be. I'm the angle man. My thing is getting the perfect angle. And for the you just think about all the different components. All that shit could be completely wiped out, done. And a few years ago, Hollywood foreseen this happening. There was a huge strike when it came to their rights, the writers' rights, and what will be done about AI, about using their likeness, and that, you know, it was a big strike. We didn't get new shows from a lot of different networks, from a lot of different like seasons that we had been tapped into. You know, a lot of that shit was put on pause. Now stuff was coming out because a lot of these some people probably had shit in the can already. But yeah, man, like they foreseen it coming even before the technology was what it is to the general public now. You know, in like big Hollywood, and you know, I'm sure they been tapping in with AI. Like, we've been knowing they can do all kind of amazing shit when it comes to that. You put the little markers on your body, you change your whole face out and all that. They've been doing that. Been doing the deep fake shit. But see, this right here, at least with that, it was actual actors still putting these suits on, and then, you know, put the green suit on, and you know, change your face and change your body out. But now, like I said, AI generated is just like, it's the skill that you have to learn that takes time is just kind of X'd out of the equation. So when it comes to this is something that's here. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. To the creator out there, the individuals that want to learn how to make something because they genuinely want to learn how to make it. Don't let the AI thing discourage you. You gotta adapt with the times. Don't let it take over. Blend it in with what you're already doing. Figure out a way to utilize the AI as a tool and not a crutch. You know, I think for the people that care about it on that side, that's the way you got to go about it. And for the people that don't, shit, use the AI for all that it's worth. We're gonna drop a bomb on that. We're gonna move on to the next thing. All right, man. So right here on the screen, you see an image of Kyron Lacey. Now he was an LSU hopeful, young guy. He was accused of causing a fatal crash in Louisiana, and through the weight and pressure of that accusation and all the stuff, the backlash that followed it, he eventually committed suicide. So information had recently come out that he in fact was not involved in the crash. He didn't cause the crash. So him being accused, he was falsely accused, and it wasn't that the police did it by mistake. He was framed. And so let's get into this story. I'm on CNN Sports right now. So let's get into what they say. I'm just gonna read it on down. In April, former Louisiana State University prospect Kyron Lacy died from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound following a police pursuit in Texas, according to local authorities. The incident came days before Lacy was due in court after being charged with negligent homicide, felony hit and run, and reckless operation of a vehicle during a police pursuit and accident in December. New surveillance video released by Lacy's attorney last week suggests the rising star was driving far behind the accident that resulted in the death of a 78-year-old man, and questions have now been sparked about the validity of the initial charge. Crazy. But the thing, you know, with how crazy this is like, this what they do. This what the motherfuckers do, and they want you to trust them so hard when over and over and over again we see these situations where these motherfuckers just they doing what the fuck they want to do with no regard, and honestly most times very, very little recourse. All right, let's keep going. In the wake of that new evidence, state police have published their own video of the incident in a bid for full transparency. If they gave a damn, they would have been put the full video out. Here's everything we currently know about the case. What were the ongoing charges he was facing? At the time of his death, Lacy was charged with negligent homicide, felony hit and run, and reckless operation of a vehicle after police said he caused a December 17 car crash in Lafourche Parish, Louisiana. The incident resulted in 78-year-old Herman Hall being killed and 2 other people being injured. Lacy later turned himself in and was later released on $151,000 bail on January 12th. So that was earlier this year. According to a January police news release, Lacy was behind the wheel of a 2023 Dodge Charger driving recklessly and illegally passing other vehicles while driving at a high rate of speed. He is accused of crossing the center line and entering the northbound lane while in a designated no passing zone. The police stated that Lacy's actions caused the driver coming from the other direction to swerve over the center line to avoid impact with the Charger. The car then collided head-on with another vehicle. Now, Lacy's attorney disagrees. Now, however, Lacy's attorney last week showed evidence that the suggested former wide receiver was way behind the accident at the time of impact. Speaking over a surveillance video that caught the collision, attorney Matt Ory and TV station HTV10 and Lacy's car was so far behind the accident that it was not even visible in the video. We know from the data that Kyron Lacy did not in fact pass 4 cars. There's no disputing that. Farther north, Kyron Lacy passed 4 cars, Ory said, per Reuters. However, he was back in his lane of travel 92.3 yards. Back in his lane behind the car, occupying the man that killed the crash. He's 72.6 yards behind the vehicle at the time of impact. Keyword behind the vehicles. This is not how the story was ever painted. Never. Just 2 days before his scheduled grand jury appearance, Lacy was found dead. The new evidence has raised questions around the investigation that led to Lacy's charges, which some say changed the course of his life. Former NFL star Ryan Clark stated Lacy was innocent on ESPN's coverage on Monday Night Football, adding that he died having to live with the guilt. Lacy's agent, Rocky, don't want to butcher that name, said in January the facts of the case will ultimately demonstrate the truth, but we respect the need of a full and thorough investigation. Louisiana Attorney General Liz Morrell recently declared an investigation into the initial handling of the accident. I have been in touch with the Louisiana State Police about independently reviewing the witness statements and evidence in this case, Morrell said. In the wake of new evidence, Louisiana State Police released a statement, full crash report, eyewitness statements, and additional video evidence Tuesday as part of our commitment to transparency. Like I said, they being transparent. They wouldn't have cared nothing about being transparent had Kyron's lawyer not put the information out. I'm not gonna read further. I think that's crazy, and I think they should be charged. Any other officers that were involved in that report and those accusations against this guy should be charged. Not suspended with pay, not on administrative leave, all this other bullshit, not desk duty, fired, disgraced, no pension, none of that, and charged. Lock them up, throw them in prison. That's ridiculous. And like I said, man, we see this shit over and over and over and over again. And we get tired of saying it. We get tired of hearing it. It's like a broken record. But if the motherfuckers wasn't always doing it, they wouldn't be like this. And I don't know, man, like this right here, this situation is a bit different. It's not like they took the gun out and actually shot him. It's that accusation. It's everything he had on the line stripped away. All the promise for an amazing future stripped away. I mean, how is somebody supposed to deal with that? And then being accused of killing somebody, that person's family mad with you and all that. Like, you got people that's believing all this shit. Like, that's a lot to deal with, and it's scary. And then you probably thinking, like, in your mind, you didn't do it. It's a lie. But like, damn, it don't went this far. I got locked up. Had to pay this high as bail. These folks got everybody pointing fingers at me. Don't nobody believe me. So you probably think, shit, I go to court, I'm probably finna go to jail. Shit, they ain't been believing me so far. Why would they believe me now? Shit crazy, man. Shit crazy. Let's give a major rest in peace to Kyron Lacey. That very, very horrible situation. Horrible that things pan out that way, man. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get on to the next thing, man. Take a look at your screen. If you're watching video version, you will see Pooh Shiesty has made it on home. Round of applause. He did what he had to do. I never really heard no crazy shit. Not that I'm the deciding factor. But yeah, I ain't heard no crazy shit. He held it down, did what he needed to do. It seemed like people still care about his music. A lot of time when you go sit down for this amount of time, been 3 years, you go sit down this amount of time, motherfuckers really stop caring. So it seems like people still care about his music. So we're gonna see what he do. The world is different now. The mask, the ski mask that became known as the Shiesty, the Pooh Shiesty mask, that shit been banned in most places. You probably can still wear it in the mountains and snow in Colorado and shit. But yeah, man, we're gonna see what he gonna do. Welcome home, Pooh Shiesty. Hopefully all the bullshit, the stupid shit, maybe that, hopefully all that shit got out of his system. He had time to sit down and think about shit. Hopefully it'll be different to go around. And if it's not, it is what it is. He a grown man. He gonna have to figure it out. We got another round of applause. Pooh Shiesty is out. Now everybody that was hollering about free Pooh Shiesty. When he dropping music, that motherfucker better not be selling 30,000 in the first week. Cause I see everybody hollering about free Pooh Shiesty. So we're gonna see what happens when it comes down to that. Oh my goodness. All this next thing right here tickled my heart, man. We're gonna drop a bomb before I even let y'all see what I'm talking about. let's go ahead and get into it. Drake. The lawsuit that Drake had against Universal Music Group over Not Like Us has officially been dismissed. The lawsuit has officially been dismissed. All right, man. There's so many things I could say. I'm not even going to try to make this into a Drake bashing thing. This right here is a prime example of what happens when you let a motherfucker fool you. You thinking that y'all the same. You let them play. You let them play ball. Y'all out there playing ball. You and your partners playing ball. You let this little weird motherfucker convince you that y'all the same. Yeah, you come play ball with us. And y'all play ball a little rough sometimes. Y'all must have been knock him down. He tried to pick the ball up. The ball not even fucking his. He tried to take the ball, go run tell his mom and daddy. They knocked me down. And he took the ball. Now can't nobody play. He done fucked the whole game up. Congratulations, Mr. Brown. I don't know if any sensible person that was paying attention to this dumbass lawsuit this man tried to do. Any sensible person, or I'm not even gonna say sensible, anybody that has some knowledge of how the industry operates, you knew this wasn't bullshit. I'm trying to understand, you're trying to expose these different companies and these these labels whatnot for using bots when nigga we know this they didn't say, well, we gonna use the bots for every artist except for Drake. Make sure when Drake drop, turn the bots off, turn them off, don't use them. Y'all better not put them bots on Drake music. Come on, bro. The fact that you trying to expose them for using bots, when I think you probably one of the biggest artists to really benefit from it. Because, I mean, come on, man. We seen when the button stopped being pushed. When the button stopped getting pushed, we seen what happened, and shit'll never be the same right now, man. It'll never be the same. And I don't know, man. I think it was stupid. I'm not really sure if Drake is usually very calculated, so I don't know if this is the real play. Maybe it's some other kind of play. Maybe this was the distraction for the real move. I don't know, but his team already came out talking about they plan to appeal the judgment. Look, man, it was bullshit from the start. We all knew it. It's bullshit now. You got mad that baby got spanked. That shit is over. Look, had it not been for the lawsuit, we wouldn't even be talking about this shit no more. And now it's back in the loop. It's back in the loop, right back in the loop. Congratulations, Mr. Graham. You did it. Man, sometimes what happens is people they see so much success, they get so big, they lose their mind. They don't have any more sound moves to make. They just start to do stupid shit. And I think instead of him just taking the L gracefully, he starts scratching and clawing at any and everything that he could try to use to get the upper hand. None of that shit working. The weird interview with the chick, none of that shit worked, man. None of that shit worked. But it ain't gonna ever be the same, bro. It ain't gonna ever be the same, And you know, let me not let the point slip me that you know, all this I'm saying coming from an artist, aspiring artist, somebody that has attempted and, you know, may still at some point, you know, put music out with hopes of it, you know, gaining traction. So, you know, I'm not saying all this stuff from the standpoint of a bitter artist. Like, I'm saying this from the standpoint of a consumer. You know, when it comes to my music personally, you know, I understand how the game works. You know, I intend to play ball, you know. So, you know, take that how you want it. But, yeah, man, I know the level of success that Drake has seen, that he continues to see that level of success that he's at. You know, that's beyond more than what I could expect to ever even fathom, you know. So I'm saying that with everything that I'm saying, let's not let that point be lost. But I have an opinion. This is what I'm seeing from the outside looking in. We all are entitled to our opinion, so it is what it is. Bombs, please. We're finna get into the next thing. So, take a look at your screen right now. You see LeCure.com. Head over to LeCure.com. That's LIQURE. My friends got you. You had a long night of drinking. You've been out hanging out with the buddies. You've been doing it like it was. You've been partying like it was 1999. All that good shit. You don't want to feel like crap the next day. Trust me, they got you. These are gummies designed for drinking. We're gonna drop another bomb, man. Modernized party recovery, and it's all natural ingredients. They ain't putting none of the bullshit in. Head over to LeCure.com. Use my promo code VBPOD. Get 20% off your total purchase, man. You need these. Look, this is for all my drinkers. 21 and up only. 21 and up only. Yeah, man. Yeah, just let y'all see. Check out the website, man. LIQURE.com, LeCure.com. Yeah, you see that? Plant-based, non-GMO, gluten-free, no artificial colors, alcohol-free, soy-free, dairy-free. Sucralose, man, come on, bro. Like, you can't beat it, and it's gonna make you feel better. You can have your fun, wild, turned up lit night, and you're gonna be ready for work the next day. Come on, man, drop one more bomb from our friends over at LeCure.com. That's LeCure.com. Get your gummies for drinking and get 20% off your entire purchase just by using my promo code VBPOD, man. You can't beat it. Yeah, man, you can't beat it, you can't beat it, you can't beat it. Don't even try. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get on into the next thing, man. So right here, I got an image of this is Cam Newton and Parker McKenna, I think Posey. I think she married. Parker McKenna Posey. And y'all might know Parker McKenna Posey from her childhood. She played on the Bernie Mac show. She I can't remember what her name was. I think it was Brianna on there. But you may remember her as baby girl. Hey, America. What's going on with you down here in America? Hey, baby girl. Get out here, baby girl. What I'm gonna do, America? Yeah, man, y'all know the Bernie Mac show, man. Y'all know the Bernie Mac show. But she's all grown up now. I think she 30, maybe 30 something. She sat down with Cam Newton. They had a pretty dope interview. I haven't watched the whole thing. I've seen clips and I checked out some of it. I'm not the biggest fan of the platform, but yeah, I check it out from time to time. I see all the viral moments. But he sat down and had an interview with her. One of the I'm not gonna really just get into everything they discussed. It's one main topic that just went viral that took over the timeline for a little split second. And it was when he said that he demands or you know, he first started dealing with somebody, he needs a full list of their body count. And he gave his reasons why. And I'll say this, like, because I agree with a lot of the stuff he said as to the reason why he wanted to know type shit. What I disagree with is like I don't want to know how many people that you've dealt with. I would like to know about any individual that I could possibly be in the same room and share space with. I'm not saying homeboy. If there's a motherfucker that I'm probably gonna be around, we might be in the same space, even if not that often. Yeah, I need to know. I want to know. I would like to know. As far as like how many, like, all right, so how, you got one hand, two hands, your hands and both of your feet, like how, you know what I'm saying? Like and then you get to think about mileage and shit like that. I'd rather not know too much about all that. But yeah, like, see this whole thing that he was saying, like, and that I think a lot of women kind of don't get is that when you're with somebody, let's say you get with a chick, right? And she could, she's your queen. We all got a past. So at some point your queen may have very well been somebody's cum bucket. Cool. No, like I said, we all had a past. The problem is, and it's fucked up, but this how guys is, this how niggas be, man. It could be, group of guys, whatever. This dude used to deal with your girl. He used to deal with her back in the day. Don't smut it out in the worst way. Now you got her, and she's on some other shit. She's not accessible to them no more. So what they do? Oh, they nigga think he doing something. Oh, he think he got somebody. Man, bro, I had that big goddamn. Whatever. And now, all of a sudden, now it's a situation because ain't nobody finna tell you. You might have somebody that's real enough to be like, look, bro, man, they what these folks saying. But most of the time, motherfuckers ain't even gonna tell you. It get to a point where he gonna tell somebody, and then they finna tell somebody. Everybody in the room, including your girl, knows that he smutted her out except for you. Now you the only boo-boo the fool in that bitch. Nah. No. And so yeah, I agree with him on like when it came to that side of it. And I just think, that's a part that women just don't get that part. Like everybody, you think that you think this nigga he just holding it down, like you suck his dick from the back and he just keep that to himself. Nobody know nothing about what I did. I keep my mouth closed. Him, his homeboys, his new bitch, they all know how he smutted you out. Everybody except for your nigga. And the whole world know except for your dude. I don't know, man. Look, I like I said, fuck the body count. I'd rather not know how many miles, because that's a whole other ball game. And I think that could be, depending on how you ask, it could be offensive. But at the very least, and see, this type of thing is a situation like a woman might not know necessarily who you're gonna be in the room with sometime. But the minute that it happens, the first time, because see, you might not even think nothing of it. She know, let's say you go somewhere, and she know who I was over there. You don't even know it's a nigga or two that don't smut at her out. She know that you was there and them niggas was there. Tell me. Got me looking like a fool. Everybody sitting here everybody know the narrative. Everybody know what's going on except for me. And I'm just, there goes my baby. Whoa, man. How everybody is up on game about how you got smutted out by this nigga except for the nigga that you with. Nah, man. Put me up on game. Let me know what's going on. I mean, and you don't have to say the nigga smutted you out, but if you suck the nigga dick from the back, because the worst thing that can happen is any kind of friction. The first thing a nigga gonna say is how he had your lady, and you don't know nothing. You blindsided. You can't say nothing. You can say hell nah, but he know if you lying or not. He already know that. Oh shit, shot him. I still want to fuck. She ain't even told that nigga that goddamn I used to knock her head off. That nigga don't even know. She must still be thinking about the shit sometime. But I thought she would have been told that nigga. That nigga goddamn still dap me up. That nigga green. It be shit like that. They'll send you out here to the world to look like a dummy. Boo boo the fucking fool. But yeah, man. I ain't agree 100% with everything Cam said, but yeah, I was right there with him with a whole bunch of. But yeah, man, y'all go check the interview out, man. You find out a lot, get some updates on Parker McKenna. Like I said, we ain't seen her in a long time. I really don't. I mean, when I see her face, I feel like maybe I seen her acting some things before. I kind of, she kind of look how she used to look, but you kind of, after not seeing her for all them years, hell, I don't know. You know, seeing all these shows and shit. I'm sure I've probably seen some, if she's been acting and shit like that. I'm sure I probably seen something, but I did start to see on X, she make music, like she rap, sing, like, got like a West Coast vibe to it. Definitely not a fan. I definitely would not be typing it in to go find nothing. I didn't hear anything that I liked. It wasn't for me. I mean, honestly, it wasn't really good to me at all. But yeah, she make music, y'all. If you're interested, go check that out. But we're gonna go ahead and get into the final thing I got pulled up, man. Man, so on the screen right now, man, you see Natalie Nunn and Lamel Plummer. She is, well, what we thought was the CEO, the creator of the Baddies brand. Lamel is the owner of the Zeus Network, CEO of the Zeus Network. So he the boss man of everything going on over there. So over these past few days, there's been a lot of Baddies drama. They recently finished up they finished airing the Baddies Africa season, and I think based off how all the shit coming out now, like how all the drama even while the season going on, you see little certain things come out on social media. But I believe the fact that everything is just coming out how it is now, I think that watching the show, because they lived it, but then some time, it'll be some time since they filmed, so now they all don't have a chance to watch the show, and they see shit from different angles. They see people confessional and shit like that, so it bring up a lot of those old feelings and a lot of those tense situations. A lot of the things that we sit in the dark about, but stuff that took place when they was over there in Africa traveling. So Natalie Nunn had a lot of shit to say. She's saying, first she was saying, talking about Jason Lee. Who Jason Lee had on there doing an interview with? Rolly from Baddies. Supposed to be doing an interview on Jason Lee's platform. He got a show on the Zeus Network, the Jason Lee Show. Natalie Nunn got in her story talking about if Rolly say anything or the interview drop, she talking about her she gonna sue and all this and that. She's saying it ain't gonna be no Baddies USA. I guess Baddies USA is supposed to be the next iteration of it. She's saying there ain't gonna be no Baddies USA if they try to cast people she don't want on there. She called out a few people that she said she don't fuck with. They fired, and what's crazy, and this I feel like we seen a boss man pretty much get his worker in line and shit. So Lamel had put out, hey man, y'all seen a lot of stuff, a lot of people hit my phone. I'm paraphrasing, by the way, but Baddies is coming out. Baddies USA will be coming out. We're gonna be making an announcement soon. And that thing, you see Natalie, the girls that she did unfollow, she apologized and all this and that. So some conversations had behind the scene. He whipped it back in shape. Motherfucker, get right. But it did make me start to wonder, like, how much of the Baddies brand does she even own? Like, she always say it's her shit. She made it and all that. But we didn't see it without, we don't know Baddies as created by Natalie Nunn. We don't know that outside of Zeus Network. For all we know, when she came to him with the show, in her paperwork, she signed over a large chunk of it to him. Who knows? I don't know what, you know. You don't need to speculate about that. I don't know how that shit's structured. But I want to know if it's a situation like how Nick Cannon was putting on that he owned Wild 'N Out all those years. He was independent, you know, preaching the black independent thing. Then the minute he got to talking about a certain sector of people, they snatched everything from his black ass. And we found out it wasn't none of his show. Matter of fact, they were going to keep the show going without him. And I wonder if this is a situation like that. Like, Natalie, is she just like a glorified face of the Baddies brand? Like, she just a glorified face or placeholder? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, is she really the CEO? Like, is it her show and she worked out like a licensing deal with Zeus, or is it her show and she like what's the deal? I think that at this point, with as much contract and money talk they do regarding this surrounding this show, they need to go and put some contracts out. Like, let us know some details. Fuck it. Anybody that got detail, they got the contracts, or they got any kind of information about it, like, man, throw that shit out, because I need to know, like, how much these folks getting paid? How, like, what's going on, man? What's really good with it? But yeah, man, that was something I definitely wanted to talk about. I haven't been really talking about Baddies too tough in a lot of these episodes since toward the beginning of the podcast. So I definitely want to touch on that, man. I thought that was very interesting. You know, look like Lil Lemmy, he did it again. If y'all not subscribed to the Zeus Network, this is not an ad, by the way, but if you're not subscribed to the Zeus Network, man, make sure y'all get a subscription. They got a lot of shit on there now. It ain't like back the old days. And if you haven't been subscribed, go ahead and join it, because if you join now, you got a whole bunch of shit to watch. You got seasons. Start Bad Boy Season 1, Baddies Season 1. Goddamn Jocelyn Cabaret Season 1. Whatever they got. Goddamn, they got movies on that motherfucker now. They probably got a show on there, some TV show on that motherfucker, like a scripted series. They got the Blueface shit, the Krishan out. Man, they got shows. They got the auntie. They got all that stuff, man. Y'all go check them out here. But I'm not gonna hold y'all up too much longer. I'm gonna get into my thing, man. You know, like at the end, I always like to just talk, just talk about. I like to talk about something that's been on my mind and just share my thoughts on it. And what I want to talk to y'all about now, as I'm getting ready to close everything off, is just no matter what, at the end of the day, whatever it is that you're doing, when you feel like you achieved something, you accomplished something, celebrate yourself. You know, a lot of times we'll do something, or we'll achieve something, and we'll wait for somebody to give us that pat on the back, or we'll wait for that acknowledgement, or we'll wait for somebody to say good job. Man, if you know you did that shit, celebrate yourself. And don't downplay your accomplishments because people gonna feel a way about it. People make people uncomfortable. Like, celebrate yourself and do this shit out loud. Like, it's a lot of times people buy new things, and they have this thing about them, like it's a certain shame that we've been made to feel about buying new things that a lot of times we'll get new shit, we'll downplay it. Like, new outfits, new this, new cars, new clothes, new whatever it is. Like, a lot of times we want to feel like or not, we want to make it seem like we're so used to everything that we can't be excited about shit. it ain't nothing wrong with being happy about something that you achieved or being happy about something that you got that you've been wanting. Like shit, people gonna talk about you regardless. And shit, if the only time somebody is in your corner is when you bad, busted, and disgusted, and they can't celebrate you when you achieve something, when you're doing something good, then they're not rocking with you for real in the first place. In the first place. We're gonna drop a bomb for that. One of the if you grew up in church, especially Christian church here in the South, one of the first things we learned as a child, this little light of mine, yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. You gotta let it shine. Like I said, whatever it is, you achieve something, you accomplish something, and the world might see it as something easy, something simple. If it was hard for you and you stuck it out, you did what you had to do, shit, that's for you. And you should celebrate it. Look, don't let nobody make you feel bad about your accomplishments or make you feel bad about celebrating your accomplishments. Celebrate yourself every day out loud. And we're gonna leave it off at that, man. And look, this right here is the Vibes Blvd Podcast, hosted by the one and only First D. And we are out.
Vibes, and I wrote me up a vibe, and I pulled us up some vibes, and we both get in our vibes.
I just got too many vibes, I just got too many vibes, I swear too many vibes, damn really too many vibes, the fit that I cop is a vibe, the whip that I'm in is a vibe, the chick that I'm with is a vibe, everything that I drop is a vibe, I just got too many vibes, I just got too many vibes, I swear too many vibes, damn really too many vibes, the fit that I cop is a vibe, the whip that I'm in is a vibe, the chick that I'm with is a vibe, everything that I drop is a vibe. I know that you thought I was done. I'ma pop out like surprise. And I know that you know that I'm serious. When you look me in my eyes, you nigga be doing too much. We just be trying to vibe. Shout to be shaking that ass. I'ma take her for a ride. Yeah, we can real escape. Anywhere that we go is a vibe. I got some shit on my plate, and I got a whole lot of pride. My shit going nowhere outside. I might just get a new ride. He said I'm late and he lied. He went to county and cried. Big body pull up, yeah, that's a vibe. I don't have emotion, what a time.